Hey guys, so I don't know about you, but I am definitely starting to think about the prospect of spring because even though it's still too cold where I live to wear, skirts and summery things, I'm definitely starting to get the urge to, break out all my nice skirts and shorts and stuff, and I'm really wanting it to be summer. So I figured I would do a fun tutorial today that kind of incorporates one of the spring trends in makeup and spring and summer, and it's the color orange. Now I know a lot of people are intimidated to wear orange. I know I showed how to do an orange lip in a couple of my videos and how you could pull that off, but I figured I would do a much more muted down look today, more of a peachy kind of a thing. I've just got some, I think the cheeks are almost the highlight of this. They're just very peachy with some highlight, and your face and skin just looks so glowy and healthy, which is something that you can really use just to kind of perk you up and, I don't know, get you out of your winter schlum that maybe you're in right now. I hope you guys are okay with this tutorial. I know it's another very neutral thing. I've just been doing very neutral things lately just because that's what I've been in the mood for, but I'm always open to suggestions and requests if you want to. Leave me them in the comments below. That would be great. And yeah, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to start off by priming my eyes, and I've already done that using the Benefit Stay Don't Stray Primer. And now we're going to take a paint pot, and this is the MAC paint pot in Bare Study. It's basically like a cream eyeshadow, but yeah, it's basically a cream eyeshadow. It's just this really pretty kind of champagne color. And it's going to help to intensify the color of the shadows. We're just going to get that on our finger and apply that. Now we're going to take our eyeshadow palette, and this is the Maybelline New York Sunlit Bronze Quad, and I'm sure I've used this in tutorials before. It's a really pretty, just a drugstore quad, and we're going to be taking this color. It's Lid. It's the second to lightest, this one right here. But anything kind of like an apricot or orangey sort of a color will work just fine. Then we're going to get that on as just a flat brush. This is the SS252, and we're just going to get that in there. Really pack it on your brush, and don't tap off any excess just because there's so little pigmentation that we're just going to press this into our eyelids, and that'll help prevent the fallout pretty well. And now we're just going to take the tiniest bit of this color right here. It's just a tiny bit darker. It's the crease color, they say. It's kind of just a bronzy sort of a color, and we're going to get that on a fluffy brush. This is the SS224. We're just going to take, it just attacked me, okay. We're just going to take the tiniest bit of that on there, shake off any excess, and just really lightly apply that into the crease, so lightly that it's barely noticeable. I'm going to take a matte flesh toned eyeshadow. This is MAC's Mylar, and we're going to just get that on a different shader brush. This is the SS239. We're just going to apply that right into the brows and blend that with that little bit that we applied in the crease. Now we're going to move on to eyeliner, and I'm going to be taking the Hip eyeliner in brown, and it looks like this. It's just a gel liner. You guys know I like gel best. And then I'm going to be taking this little brush that came with it. It's nice and pointy and tiny, so anything like that, just an eyeliner brush. Get that on there, and we're just going to very lightly line our top lash line. Don't forget that you also want to get this inner corner of your eye just to kind of keep with the cohesive line. Again, it should be very close to the lash line and very thin. Now, this next step is optional, or you could do this instead of doing brown liner. I'm going to be taking a black gel liner. Hip has a great black liner, but I prefer the Maybelline Eye Studio, or that's just the one I have. The Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. And I'm getting it on the same brush, and we're just going to lightly go over the brown. And the reason I used two different liners was just because I really wanted it to be a very neutral kind of blended out look. You don't want it to be very harsh, so if I start with a brown liner and then I work my way up to a black, it'll kind of make the transition a little bit more subtle, so that's always good. Now we're going to go work on our bottom lash line, and I'm going to start by taking a white eyeliner. This is the Rimmel London Soft Cajole eyeliner pencil in 071 Pure White. Sorry, I'm having problems reading. It's so tiny. I've used so much of this. But we're just going to take that, and we're going to line our bottom waterline. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a fan of the stark white because it just doesn't look natural to me. So what I'm going to do to kind of tone that down is I'm going to take that lid color we had, which is the second to lightest one in the quad, right there. And then I'm going to take this little, I don't know what it's called, a concealer brush from e.l.f., the e.l.f. concealer brush. but I don't use it for concealer. I use it for working on my bottom lash line just because it's so tiny and dense. We're going to really load up that color, and we're just going to smudge it in there. Just like that. And you're going to kind of use it to blend out the white. Now, what you can even do is put a little bit of this on the waterline, which if you're a contact wearer like me, is kind of a pain in the butt to do just because it gets into your contact, and it's not the best thing for your eye. So you may not want to do this, but it really does help to blend it out, so I'm going to do that. Alright, now we're just going to curl our lashes. I'm going to show you a secret trick that I feel like not a lot of people know or not a lot of people do, but something that really, really will enhance and finish off your look. And it's lining your tight line, which is this flap of skin right under your upper lashes. It's just like your waterline on the bottom, but on the top. So just take your black eyeliner, and this is just a pencil liner. You can use gel, but pencil is easier. And I like to warm it up on the back of my hand just because this skin is very delicate, so warm it up there. Then you're just going to pull up your upper lashes and line that flap of skin. Again with this, make sure you bring it down into the inner corner. Connect that so it'll look very cohesive. So do you see how much thicker they look now? So now we're just going to finish with some mascara. And I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara, as usual. And then apply a little bit to your lower lashes. Alright, and those are the finished eyes. Now let's zoom out and we'll do the rest of the face. Okay, so we're going to start out with the cheeks, and I've already done this side of my face just because I was playing around with it. So that's the kind of look we're aiming for. It's just kind of peachy with some highlight to it, and I think it's really pretty and very spring. So I'm going to be using my favorite blush of the moment, which is Max Margin. And it looks like this. It's just kind of got some, I don't know, it's kind of an orangey, yeah, peachy kind of a color. So I like it. It's a frost finish. And I don't know what happened to my blush brush, so I've been using this big fluffy brush. It's the SS150, which actually works really well for blush. And I'm just going to get that on there, really load up the brush, kind of shake it to tap off any excess. And then we're not going to start on the apples of our cheeks, we're going to start right back from there. So we're just going to go like this, and we're just going to kind of brush back and forth, and then kind of blend up and down. So you get more color towards this back part, really accentuating your cheekbones. And then smile and dust a little on the apples. Now we're going to take a highlight. You can use a powder highlight, whatever you want, but I'm using the Girl Meets Pearl, which is by Benefit, and this is a kind of liquid highlight, I guess. What's it called? Yeah, liquid pearl, but it's a highlight. And it's just a crank up. I've showed this before. Looks like that. Just going to take some of that, not much. And we're going to go right above where we put this, just all along our cheekbone, blending this down. And then on the top of the cheek, and we're kind of bringing it in up on top of the apples of our cheeks, keeping it, you don't want it to come down, you want it to kind of go up. It'll help lift your face. You can even bring it up a little bit towards the under the eye area to help brighten that, just patting it. You really don't need much. Now we're just going to add a little bit on the bridge of our nose, and a little bit on our cupid's bow. Alright, now for our lips, I'm going to do something very muted just because this is all about natural, but you could go with something very fun and bright like an orange lip, but again, I'm going to keep it more muted, so I'm going to actually start by using an eyeliner. But I bought this as a lip liner because it works the same, and it's called Obviously Orange. It's MAC Technical Liner. Looks like this. I don't know why you'd want an orange eyeliner, so beats me. But we're just going to take that, and you want to make sure your lips, if you had chapstick on them, you've taken it off, but you want to make sure they're nicely moisturized before doing this so this doesn't sink into the cracks. We're just going to line our lips. Alright, so there's that with it all kind of filled in. Now we're just going to take a gloss, and this is the Victoria's Secret Gloss in Intimate. It's written so small, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to show you the name, but it's just kind of like that. It's peachy, got some gold reflex, it's really pretty. So we're just going to apply that to the center of our lips. And then you're just kind of blend it out from there. And if you just put it in the center, it's going to make your lips look a lot more full and kind of luscious. So that is the finished look. I think it's really pretty. Just, I don't know, very natural looking, but you've got this kind of fun way of incorporating a spring trend without going over the top. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!